Yeah, the sun's not going down for at least another hour. Just came out here for a little bit. Take a look at everything. Hope everybody's having a good day. Help the people that are getting help with their hurricane problems. It's pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad, as I knew it would be. Strong Cat 4 came in. Definitely took a lot of stuff out. Things will never be the same for a lot of people. A lot of people. There won't be the same for a lot of people. Gonna be a long road ahead, I can tell you that. Long road ahead. I'm worried for our country. Things are not going good. Not at all. Looking pretty serious out there. Real serious lately. Ah, I wish I could help everybody at once. Everybody at once. If I could just help everybody at once, that'd be my magic dream come true. Just be able to help everybody all the time. No problems. Never have to sleep. Just always have the magic and a way to help everybody. Be a great day, wouldn't it? Instead, I'm busy just taking care of bureaucracy. A lot of bull crap I gotta deal with. I'm getting there though. I got this property all fixed up. Took a lot of doing though. Pretty toughed out now. EXP Alliance Group from Orlando. Them damn people got me good. And of course, BRIJE Construction here in Rolling Hills, Florida. Yeah, them BRIJE Realty. They got new construction homes for sale in Rolling Hills, Florida. Buyer beware. I don't know why the hell anybody would use an EXP Alliance Group agent. Why would you buy a house from BRIJE? Damn, I got enough problems. Shit, I'm getting old, you know? I made movies a long time ago, and now nobody's calling. Nobody. I guess I gotta write my own script. I got a few ideas. Uh, the world's not into toys anymore. They're into weapons of mass destruction for Ukraine lately. Nobody cares about nothing except war lately. Ugh, I don't know. A lot of crime in our country, homeless everywhere. I just don't recognize things anymore. Ugh, I'm running out of sweet things to say. Ain't much candy left in this world. Gotta keep trying though. Ah, it's a beautiful sunset. I should stop ranting, you know what I'm saying? Gets old listening to me sometimes. Once in a while I gotta vent. I know nobody cares what I got to say. I'm gonna go back inside and have me make me a drink. Tonight I'm having Bailey's and Kahlua. Heavy on the rocks. Lots of ice. That's the key, lots of ice. Yep, sir, that's right. Keep that baby cold. Nah. Gonna be a long day tomorrow. Got a little paint to do, touch up paint to do. Gotta clean up one of my cars. Gotta take a pair of speakers back that don't fit. Little shit like that. Spray a little ant pellets around the yard, get them ants rectified once and for all. Yes, sir. Well, one says it's 90, 90, 90, 90, 89, 89. Probably can't see that though, but it says 89. Oh yeah, you can see that. Hell yeah, you can see that. The hell you can. One of my neighbors going up the road was factuated with beeping her horn at the other neighbor. It's not too bad though. Every once in a while I hear a car go by. Not too bad. We have humidity's not too bad right now. It ain't great. That's my wife, that's my dog. They all went to Mexico. Oh, Buenos Dias, I got to go. They all went to Mexico. Buenos Dias, got to go. I'm on my way to Mexico. Might see a coyote out here.
Oh, we're back in the studio now. I hope everybody can hear me. We are back in the studio. And we're with a few special guests tonight. And we're just observing a lot of different things that are going on in the world. We're going to talk about everything and anything you need to talk about. What's important out there? Why is it important? We don't know why it's important, but it's important to everyone. Whatever's important should be important. Things need to be important. Things need to start being important. Important things need to start being important. The more important things are, the more important things will be. So put importance on important things that are very important. There is no time for political confusion. There's no time to experiment with fentanyl. There's no time to keep giving endless money to Ukraine. There just isn't no time. There is no time. The importance of importance is more important than importance has ever been important. It'll never be as important as it is. Make it important. It's going to get worse before it never gets better. So it's very important to make sure you make everything important that needs to be important. And that's important because it's going to get worse before it never gets better. And that's important. So what do you have it over there? I'm going to have a Bailey's and Kahlua on the rocks. Yeah, anything else? Just make sure you put a lot of ice in there. I like it nice and cold. Almost to the point of freezing. Gotcha. More ice than the actual drink, huh? Yeah, that's what I like it. So it kind of tastes watered down at the end, you know what I'm saying? It is now 6:57 on the East Coast, and there are so many people in North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and other states that have been affected by this hurricane and other natural disasters that aren't in the forefront of the news. We have to remember all the fires that are going on out west. And we've got a border crisis in the north and in the south. And there's actually a war on homelessness right now out in the streets. And there's a war on squatters right now, which I find very unusual. It seems to be a hot topic to get a. There's a lot of anti-squatting laws going into effect now
A lot of anti-homeless laws going into effect now. So we'll see. As those two segments of society increase and police forces decrease and budgets decrease to enforce these new laws, it remains to be seen how civil society can remain. When priorities are totally all over the place, what's important is not important. It goes back to my theme, importance. Ugh, I hate that word. What is important? Everybody thinks this is important. Everybody thinks that's important. No two people agree on the value of importance. No two people parallel importance. Very limited shared interests of importance outside of family. That's a whole different subject. We're not talking about family. We're talking about issues, society. No two people share the same importance and priorities of what's important to fix the problems, because it's only going to get worse before it never gets better. And it's always going to be like that. It's always going to be like that. It's going to get worse before it never gets better. It's never going to get better. Okay? Never. Everything, all the problems we have are never going to be fixed. None of them are going to be made less problematic. Things are not going to get better, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. Because no two people share the same level of importance of what is important. When you're in a big basket, it's easy to disappear and just blend in. It's also easy to take advantage of the situations you're in and become corrupt. And I lean towards the hypocrisy or of the both sides who conspire against the other party when both are in cooperation of their corruption, which is hypocrisy in itself, so to speak, if you can understand what I'm saying. Yeah, their corruption is hypocrisy to the set values of importance that they have established. The norm. There's no accountability. There must be a way to stop this trend of it's only going to get worse before it never gets better. There's no joint importance on importance. There's no cooperative anti-corruptive norms that are set values within their strategies and business plannings. It's a business. Government is a business. The only difference is each position at a level is voted in, but the rest of it's all applied for. But it's still one big unit. So the people in charge of it are voted in, and the other people have to fill out resumes, and it's a big corporation called the government. And it's funded by the taxpayers who vote in these corporate leaders called senators and congressmen. Congresspeople. Not allowed to say congressmen. Congresspeople. Senators, senatorians, and congresspeople. Yeah, that sounds latte, don't it? Yeah, man. Stick that ibuprofen where it counts. That's what I got to say to all that bull crap. I'm not into it. I'm not into being politically correct. I'm going to call it for what it is. I've been called names my whole life. I've been bullied my whole life. I've been picked on my whole life. I've been shortchanged my whole life. I've had it 10 times harder than everybody else. I've been in physical pain my whole life. But you know what? So have a lot of other people. So I'm no different than anybody else that's never had it perfect and never will, or semi-conducive to the way you want it. Your journey is never what you want. I don't care who you are. Temporarily, your journey and your challenges are going the way you want them. But I gotta tell you, there's going to be other plans and shifts that just come into your life, and you're not going to be able to. You're not going to like it, and you're not going to be able to adjust. You're not going to like the challenges and changes that come your way, and you're not going to be able to adjust perfectly. You're not. There's no way. It's just like a running back in football. A running back in football cuts to the left, cuts to the right, and their leg gives out, and their fib and tib just buckle and break, and they get tackled at the same time, and they can't keep going anymore. They can't make another step, and that can happen regardless of what the rest of your body wants to do, your mind wants to do, whatever it is. It could be a broken leg, it could be the barriers that you have in front of you. Whatever it is, you want to do it, but you can't. It's frustrating. So it's a challenge. And it could never end. It could be a never-ending thing. You could end up with 2 broken legs, 3 broken legs, 4 broken legs. You could never stop breaking a leg throughout your whole life. And that's a fact. Maybe that's what it is. You never stop breaking a leg throughout your life. And that's a fact. Maybe there's a country song there. You never stop breaking your leg. And that's a fact. I used to be a punk rock singer, believe it or not. I've been doing music my whole life, even when I was in my mother's womb. Monday Night Football coming up. A couple of good games. I still believe in the Baltimore Ravens this year. They're the most complete team. They've had a rusty start, but so has everybody else. There's been a few surprises in the NFL this year, but for the most part, everyone has had a off and on start. It's going to take at least until week 10 till things can kind of pan out. This weekend was tough. For anyone who wanted to gamble on football this weekend, it was an absolute disaster. I knew when I looked at the schedule this weekend, based on what's been going on, I said to myself, I don't see any definitive wins here. The Vikings, they're on a roll. I could see them beating Green Bay. But other than that, I didn't see a lot of, overwhelming wins. And most of the games were mediocre, and neither team could scratch out more than 25 points. You know what I'm saying? That's the way this weekend went. A lot of I don't know the word, middle of the road football. A lot of parity. A lot of teams are just not playing well, and they're all colliding at the same time this past weekend, just like Monday Night Football. Just look at the 4 teams that are playing or whatever. It's all teams that are just mixed up right now. It's any given Sunday, really. The cliche. It's crazy. This year is like, you don't know which team's going to show up. You don't know which team is going to win. You don't know which team is going to, cover the point spread. You don't know if it's going to be over, under. Very difficult to gamble. And this past Sunday was, in my opinion, and I could be wrong. There might be some people out there who said, it was easy to pick. I don't know, man. I don't know how you pick the Jets game. I don't know how you pick a lot of those games either way. It's so easy after the fact to say, oh, yeah. But look at the scores. Look at the teams that played each other. They're all playing mediocre football right now. And we're almost past the first quarter of the season. You got to remember, there's 17 games. So like I said, it won't be until week 9, 10 you can kind of see which way teams are going. Healthy, who's not healthy. But right now, there's a lot of confusion in the NFL, in my opinion. And a lot of surprises. And a lot of these surprises, in my opinion, they're just on a roll right now. They could go into it. They could get their game plans can just as well not work out one week to the next, just like everybody else. I'm not confident in any of the teams. I'm not confident in the 4-0 Vikings being that team. Yeah, they're good, but they've got a lot of new personnel, and they've been on a roll. They've been beating the right teams. Things have been going well right now against the right teams at the wrong time for the other teams. And sometimes that is the way it is. The team could be an okay team, but it's playing a team that's got a lot of problems right now. And they could play 4 teams in a row like that just have a lot of different issues every week. They're changing their personnel, and these guys are just fortunate enough to be at home or catch them in the other team when they're injured, and they look good on paper until about week 10, 11, 12. Then you go, what happened, man? I remember when they were 4-0. You watch. Remember what I said about the Vikings. I could be totally wrong, but the Vikings are 4-0 right now. They could lose a couple of games and be at 500 just like that. Because no team stands out to me right now, in my opinion. Mutombo died today. He was really good. Yeah, he was really good. I remember when Jordan, though. I remember when Jordan dunked on Mutombo and Jordan gave him that finger wag. Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. Oh, oh shit. I'm sorry, but that was pretty badass. Damn. That was a great time for basketball. I'll tell you what. Elijah Wan, Mutombo, Chief. Man. Shaq. Man. Big Country. Alonzo Mourning. Dennis Rodman, man. If I was a coach and I had 5 players to pick from and I had the first pick, I would take Jordan. And I know that the other team is probably going to pick LeBron or Kobe, but I'll get one or the other. But I got to tell you, at some point, I got to put Rodman on my team. I got to get Rodman. I got to have Rodman on my team. I'll put Rodman at center. I'm not joking. And I'll go with Jordan. I'll go with Kobe in the backcourt. And I'll go with LeBron and Magic. I'll play small ball, but that's not really small ball. But that's a pretty badass team right there. A lot of scenarios for a starting 5 all the time. So many. Depends on what kind of game you want to run, but for me, small ball is the way to go. And if that's it, but there's a lot of good players out there. But if you want to stretch the floor, then you got Kevin Durant. You can't leave him out. So it's got the NBA, there's just so many good players, just like in the NFL, just like everywhere else. They had their media day today. LeBron's coming back. A lot of speculation if he's going to play with his son this year. We'll see. I think his son is not that good. He's a little undersized, but he might get some minutes this year. We'll see. Don't know what they're going to do with him. I appreciate everybody watching. I showed you a little bit of sunset. Did a little ranting tonight. I just want to, get out there, talk about a little bit of this and that, but I really don't have anything important to say. Except to stay away from EXP, Alliance Group agents in Orlando, and stay away from Rolling Hills, Florida, new construction homes that are built by BRIJE. Buyer beware. Just stay away from EXP. Anything that has EXP or BRIJE attached to it, run. And I'm a disabled veteran. Trust me. They can take advantage of me. They can take advantage of you or anybody else. And the other thing is, Biden, your Russia collusion, endless war in Ukraine funding thing has got to stop immediately. It's causing climate change and death. Russian collusion hoax is Biden's Ukraine war causing irreversible climate change and death. We need to demand peace right now and stop funding that madness. I don't understand it, how Zelensky is in charge of it all and how he gets propped up and gets to travel around the world. And once a month, Biden gives him $8, $10, $12 billion, endless amount of money that we know of, that's been allegedly reported. In the best interest of national security, The president can send trillions of dollars around the world to any of the world leaders and get away with it. So if it's deemed the best interest of national security to give Zelensky money on a Learjet, oh well. Zelensky needs a new house. I'm sure he's got a really good lifestyle going. He wears that he wears that shirt and those pants and those boots. That's just a front to make him look militant. That's a joke. You think he dresses like that all the time? Dark, gray, drabby looking. Although he is evil looking. I think he's a communist and a fascist and a Zionist. I think he's evil. Pure evil, and he's an actor. Comedian, he's an actor. He don't care about nothing. I don't know how this happened. This is terrible. What's going on? It's a cover-up. They were getting to the bottom of a lot of the Biden corruption, family corruption things going on in Ukraine, China, and elsewhere. These people are getting away, not just Biden, both sides of the government. Been making money for years in Ukraine. It's starting to catch up to us. And the military-industrial complex didn't want to work in Afghanistan anymore. They wanted to move to Poland. Can't blame them. Poland is awesome. You're stationed in Poland right now with the Air Force? It's great. It's great. Let's get ready for Monday Night Football, folks. Let's get ready for Monday Night Football. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. God bless America. Peace. Don't hate yourself. Just hate me. I'll take it all. I'll absorb it. I can handle it. Put it on my back.